Halt there, Violet. So York of the Shire stands before you, asking, art thou friend or foe? If thou art friend, then join me now, and we return to Golarion, for once more to help decide the fate of Golarion in Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. We're about to take on the Grey Garrison. Sadly, we're not in perfect condition, but it is what it is.
I shall not fail.
Meditate on your mistakes.
Let us
Might
bide
make you
our
feel
time.
better.
10 minutes per level, that's good.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Together we stand.
You don't actually have anything to buff right
I do
now.
things my way.
That's good.
I welcome your company.
Let's get this done.
Ona Adayana. 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 Aporane Sentes.
We should
you.
prepare. Ba, air, Ba, air, Ritzi. Ba, air, Ritzi.
I fear that will have to do for now. Right. So these magic knights are casting a ritual. And they have buffed us. It's time, as I said, to make the demons suffer. Let's go.
Can't hide from me.
Back down. There's the trigger.
I'm the best.
There's another trigger here.
Success.
Follow my steps. Let's head out.
And we have Erebeth Scabbard. Alright, we'll find out what's going on there. Not right now, of course. Erebeth doesn't happen to be in here with us. Actually, she's leading a full frontal assault, so, yeah.
Be careful, everyone.
It's that. That. And do that. And here we have two of these.
Attack!
Take them down fast.
Thank you for amusing me.
Anything good on the bodies? Nope. Out we go.
I'm gone.
There's the distracting assault that allowed us to get inside. Right.
They will break against our resolve.
The other side, Staunton. Well, maybe he can win some fame, but you did lose, Brezen. Minago. Staunton, there you are, my little pet. Don't come near me. Get back. You don't need to be so rude, my love. Let's leave this place so we can have some privacy. And off the lovers go.
Follow my steps.
Nothing with that door. Nothing with that door. Head for the first floor. My nose itches. Would someone come to scratch it for me, please?
Let's head watch each other.
Get out. Now attack.
Let us be careful.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Wretch.
Attack!
Good. That's done.
Let's get to the exciting part.
Now, save. What's here? Law Religion 14.
Trivial.
Specially depicts feats of, okay. We've got something we can do here. Corruption of the Abyss retreats in the face of the relic, cleansed relic's sanctified power. Right. That's where we came up the first time.
Aim carefully.
Nothing else there. Back upstairs. My nose is really itchy. I need one of you squires to come and scratch it for me.
Endure yet another obstacle. Your performance is lacking. You are lacking.
It's actually going well. Surprisingly well, all things considered.
Follow my steps.
Success.
These pieces of broken bits and disfigured relics dating back to the previous crusades. Fine.
Let's head out.
What's that glitter?
Let's press onwards. Ever onwards! Sally forth into the breach.
Let us be careful.
I found something.
I'm the best.
Something for the doggy to wear. Now. Maybe pause. Knee pads like they wear deal an additional 1d6 bludgeoning damage on critical hits made with natural weapons. Well, that wasn't good. Unfortunately, we got nuked by the fireball.
You are outmatched.
Oh yeah.
Tread lightly.
And that's got the magic door open. I'm not going in there just now. Yeah, however, having you
Rules are made to
heal.
be broken.
there.
Success.
All that remains of some demons killed on spot by powerful flame. On a trek for it's our tiefling friends. It's a trap. It's part of the garrison's defense system. Demons were unable to disarm it. Let's see if I can do it. Oops, yes, let's forget the oops. Less of oops, please. In fact, how about a complete absence of oops?
I'm gone.
Success.
Well,
Something here.
let's do this. Praise Armaday, thank you for gracing your faithful servants with this visitation. My lady, I love you. I love you like nothing and no one else. Several knights evidently kneel before the succubus, who is wearing nothing but a smirk. With melodramatic flair, the demon sweeps a clawed hand over the heads of the knights and gives a mock blessing. And I love you, my children. All of you together and each one separately. Odyssey, I must confess to shameful sin. My thoughts about you, they are impure. Forgive me for my blasphemous words and base thoughts, but I can't help it. You are the most desirable of all women. No goddess comes close to your beauty. Next to you, Saturn raised a dull lamp, chilling dust beneath your feet. Will you forgive me for loving you, and not only in the way a true believer should love his deity? I forgive you, my knight. I forgive you, and I accept your love. But I see that you cannot forgive yourself. Your flesh craves punishment, so punish yourself and wash away your sin, and earn my love, and the divine and the carnal. What the hell are you doing, man? You fool. With trembling hands the knight brings his blade to his face. These eyes which dared gaze upon you, lustful intent. Take them, my goddess. The knight cuts out his eyes with a muffled moan, and holds the two bloody lumps out to the succubus. You're a fool! I accept your gift. The succubus gently takes her eyeballs and trails them over her stomach and breasts, decorating her skin with scarlet patterns. Then she brings them to her mouth and chews them with relish, and salad cream and mustard. Red saliva dribbles over her lips and chin. Now, my knights, I want you to lick every... Wait, who's this? Blasphemers! Seala's face turns grey and she grips a weapon sacrilege. She's making a mockery of what is most noble and good in us. Is this some kind of holy sacrament, you beast? Playing with other people's minds? Just snap out of it. You've been bewitched. Blind Knight recalls, what did you do to me? Give me back my eyes. Alright, so it's fight you wish.
Did we find trouble?
Stab their backs.
My skills exceed yours.
Right, we have statues. No. Get them closed. Right. Got it. Now, what we need there is for the dog. armor.
Let's head out.
Require healing.
That's not what I had in mind. Very well. Healing it is. Yeah, keep it in, I guess. Drop that down there. You can have those, I guess.
I shall not fail.
Going to save this here. I'm going in here. Oh, okay. We're safe then.
Make
Can't be
every
in though.
strike count.
Are the light. They are the darkness.
Aim
The light. Take you.
I will see to your demise.
Lan, get out of there, you
Forward.
I'll loot your force. My mistake.
This is not my time yet. Did you see that?
bloody hell.
Unexpected.
Mercy for the wicked.
Well, we made it. But it was painful. A couple of us have lost the haste. I don't think we're going to stick with that. I think we're going to reload because that was a nightmare. The little rogue there is no threat at all, to be honest. What's the problem?
I'm God.
Be careful.
And problem it is... There. These. Get in there, now! Fell them! Fell them! Fell them! Fell them!
Aim carefully.
Fell them! You're not felling them, are you?
Make every strike count.
That didn't work. Time to try turn-based.
I'm God.
We should prepare. Our duty calls.
Missed me already.
Everything has a price. Cover me! Stab their backs.
That's one immediately down. No! Okay. Darren. No, Darren, I tried to aim that. Not have you run straight there. Fool.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Ow. Darren, you're a bloody fool. You know that's not what I wanted you to do. Argent.
Attack! No, huh?
Sealer.
To the fray!
Good. Oh, stop!
You won't survive me.
Fighter. Argent. Missed. Sealer.
I'll loot your corpse.
Endure this!
Forwards!
This is my chance to run.
We're in trouble. We are in trouble.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Your death awaits.
Make every strike count.
A solid plan.
A terrible mistake. Aim carefully.
Into the fray!
Good. And now... Not everyone has speed, unfortunately, anymore.
Follow my steps.
There's the route through.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Ah. It was a fairly tricky one, so let's do that and get it.
Let's head out.
Time to rob them of their treasures.
Can't hide from me.
Let us be careful.
Well, there's that.
Tread lightly.
And we're upstairs.
They dare threaten me.
Solid plan.
That's one down. Two down.
Did you see that?
No contest.
Three down.
I'm gone. Follow my
Right.
steps.
Save. And let's have a look here. That's a bad one. So let's see what we can do, shall we? Well, we have the Inquisitors here.
They should have known better.
Aim carefully.
Mm-mm.
The light. Take you.
Darren,
I will see to your demise.
Skura.
Cover me! Stab their backs.
That's them done. Argent.
Yes.
Forwards!
Darren.
Ona, Adayan.
I'll loot your corpse. Tashani Savitur!
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Versus 10 was a miss.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
A solid plan.
Precision and grace.
Your death awaits.
That was 33, that's not bad. And now they're down. Yeah, we know, Sealer, that's okay.
Into the fray.
Alright. Dog. Argent. That's a miss. Plan.
You won't survive me.
All right.
I need a moment to recover.
And that's that.
Success.
Let's head out.
Alright, let's see now. Got this.
Let
I
us
am a
be
little
careful.
tired. I think this may soon be over. We're actually close to the end anyway. Of the Grey Garrison expedition, I believe.
I'll make short work of this.
Endure this! Make every strike count.
And from here, look in here. There's the pull from the Blackwing Library. Fine, Trick. Keep it up and I might invite you to join our club. I need to check something. I may have to take a real life break. No, not yet.
Tread light.
Yet another obstacle.
Out of my sight!
Now we've got one of them left. It'll be quite difficult to tame, but we will get there.
Performance is lacking. You are lacking.
It's almost defeated. Sealer just went down, that's not good. There we are. Other notes. Something in the floor.
Damn this silly thing.
There's the magical knight coming to help. Thank you.
So many plans and hopes have gone up in smoke along with this city, and so many are
Some
still
pretty
yet to
demon.
burn. Soon.
Follow my steps.
Unlike Staunton, though, I will not be falling for the whim of a pretty demon.
Done.
Page depicts a woman in full armor holding it's Yanila of Dresden, the Holy Martyr. Alright.
Completed.
You know, I realise on reflection that I didn't pick everything up I needed to. Now, downstairs.
Let us be careful.
Save. We've beaten the others here, so we can take this on.
Cover me!
Let's have some fun.
Now, here,
Tread lightly.
we never did go in here, did we? Or did we? Get all of this when we leave. I think there's one or two things we do want. Go to the dog. Armor. Oh, you've got the armor. We must have been in effort, didn't think we had. I'll explain a thing or two. Now. We do still have some of us with still have some of those with speed boost, so we'll stick as we are. Let's save here. It's important to save at the moment in this game because it has a tendency to overheat my computer. I don't know why.
I'm all ears.
Hesitation is a waste of time. What's that glitter? I'm the best.
Right.
Let us bide our time.
Yes.
Really? That should be fine. Now, this is a strange choice, perhaps, because that's going to open that. But I think there's enough there to keep them occupied.
Crusading isn't that boring after all. I will see to your demise.
Learn from my mistake.
We almost took them all down. And now we've got one more.
Is this a mock fight?
And we've got them. Well, it was successful. After a fashion.
Stay on your toes.
Now,
We should move. The spell eludes me. Success. I always have the upper hand.
looks like
Let's head out.
that's been a very good success, in fact. 685 points left.
No reason to pause.
Ah, she can't because she's level 1. It's a problem. A level 2. That is not good. You can at least have that. And this one. And the doggy.
Precision.
Do not waver.
A terrible mistake.
Yeah, that was a terrible mistake indeed. Transform crusades are not difficult.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
No glory without risk.
Now there's a ghoul stalker, that's more difficult. And another one.
Cover me.
Darren. Protection from evil, if you will.
Adayan.
I think it's going to be immune to Paul.
Attack!
Where on earth is lands, what? Most of the ultrasound arrows or whatever they were. Don't seem to exist. I could have sworn I had. Alright, man. Full stalker.
You won't survive me.
Stealer.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Stab their backs.
my sight.
Aim carefully.
Endure this!
Into the fray!
I'll loot your corpse.
I will see to your demise.
It's not exactly what I had in mind. I was a bit dozy all of a sudden there, unfortunately.
Forwards! No contest!
Make every strike count.
The light take you!
Your death awaits.
Missed.
A solid plan.
Well, baby. Is inglorious.
And there we are. $515.
I shine in all
Always fill to the
endeavors,
brim.
even failed
Human
ones.
intestines.
Why did you drag me here, you wench? To mock me one last time? Go on, finish me! Drink my blood, devour my soul! Just get on with it. Let me die at last.
Staunton, light of my life, don't be so silly. I could never hurt you. I brought you away from the battle to save you. My love, you don't belong in this grubby city where everyone hates you. Come away with me. You know I have always loved you.
You lying filth! You have the gall to say that to my face? But it was you. It was all you. You're the reason I lost everything. You're the reason why everyone despises me!
Well, you kind of have to say that yourself, Staunton.
So it was me who brought shame upon you in front of the people you called friends? It was me who mocked you year after year, spat on you, forced you to do dirty, demeaning work like you were a drudge, and not the bravest of knights. No, it was all of them, the Crusaders and their witless queen. If you remember the day Dresden fell, I asked you to be its new ruler. You refused, of course, you and your principles. But look what's become of you.
What a pathetic scene. Look what love has reduced him to. Then again, love is always a calamity of some kind. A shipwreck.
If love is a shipwreck, what part do you play? The rocks or the ship that gets dashed against them?
I sense the trap in your question. I take it you cast me in the role of the ship? You think I am doomed to be dashed against the rocks?
Well,
And
you are
who
a
will
dashing
play the
fellow.
lucky rocks, I wonder. But to answer your question, I see myself as the wind. All this drama is beneath me.
Well, to be honest, there are times that you are full of wind as well.
I'm sorry to say that there is truth in the demon's words. The Crusaders really have treated him terribly. I say this as a criminal who has been forgiven by other knights of Iomade. But like all demons, she has built a mountain of lies and deception upon this one grain of truth.
My offer still stands. Come away from here, my love. You will rule Dresden as a king, and I will be your queen.
Demon and the traitor, you both deserve to die.
See? You're willing to give your life for these ungrateful swine, and they dare call you a traitor.
He is.
They all despise you.
All for the love of a demon.
I'm the only one who loves you.
Staunton gets to his feet and looks at the eyeless little two with a strange expression on his face. A mountain would sooner weep than the grim dwarf, but tears now well in his eyes.
Dearest, it's all right. I'm here. We'll never be parted again. Let's go.
Get back! Ah!
Curses! Ugh. Stubborn as a mule. Never mind, my pet. Never mind. You won't get far. You will kiss this scratch and beg for forgiveness. You will be mine. Wholly, eternally, and willingly.
After them. Oh yeah.
Be careful, everyone.
Hey, Minotaur.
Wrong mongrel.
You are outmatched. Learn from my mistake.
This will leave a bruise.
You won't survive me.
Cover me.
Ona Adayana.
Stab their backs.
Precision and grace.
A terrible mistake.
Plan. This is our last shot.
Endure this!
And you failed. Basically, you failed. Where did we last save it? Hopefully it was us also save running up the stairs. Yes. I didn't decide exactly what I should do here. Stunning barrier, maybe. It'd be nice if I could actually restore the... So, yes, that. Shield of Faith. Let's see. Sickening. Large person. And she's our main one. So let's stick with her. And then... Protection from evil, because it's bound to be evil, that thing. 115 hit points.
Cover me!
Argent. 7 damage. Sir Yorkie.
Attack!
Out of my sight!
Lan, let's see.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Stab their backs. Attack!
Aim carefully.
I'm not doing any damage with that.
I will see to your demise. You won't survive me.
Sealer. Not overcome it.
I'll loot your corpse.
It was 26. It's now at 80 out of 115.
Aim carefully.
Forwards!
There.
Precision
And grace.
Man, can we do something useful here, please?
endure this.
Well, that's one.
The light, take you!
Number 22. We're now down to 57.
Your death awaits.
Fortunately,
Forward.
we can't do that much.
A solid plan.
I have no power over you.
I'll make short work of this. Make every strike count.
Into the fray!
Okay, we're now down to 25. A good one from you would really help. That was not a good one.
A solid plan.
21 left.
Attack! No contest!
Oh, 16.
Out of my sight! You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay, Sealer. We've got him. We've got him. Done.
I'm gone.
Right.
Done. Completed.
$386 left.
Done. Follow my steps.
I think a quick save was put in order there, don't you? And then... Upon entering the chamber where the vanquished Wardstone resides, the Crusaders could have expected many things. An ambush, deadly spells, a horde of enemies. Not an empty hall, still and silent with no Minago. Or her henchmen. Only the obelisk that glimmers in the light, dancing on the dirty floor. Then again, all is not as placid as it seems, so Yorkie once again hears the seething choir. This time the voices sound louder, more insistent. One step, another, and suddenly Yorkie sees the Wardstone not as it was a moment ago, but somehow completely different. It is no monolith emanating light. It is a cage made of pure energy. The place where the scar is struck looks like a festering wound from which tendrils of dirty red and purple darkness creep throughout the entire artifact. And there inside, two hosts of flaming warriors are locked in battle. One is light, the other blood red, but they are all waiting for what? Hearken to the light warriors' words. The light warriors speak of duty, service, and sacrifices made. Their words reveal the truth of the Wardstones. Each one contains a host of angels, volunteers from heaven, who committed to this indefinite imprisonment in order to guard mortal kind from the demonic threat. They make no complaint, they ask for no easing of their burden. If the goddess and her herald offered them the same choice again, they would consider it the ultimate honor to sacrifice their freedom for her cause. The angels know Disgary's evil plan. When the last of the light warriors falls, the wardstone will become a deadly explosive that will destroy everything around it, and the other obelisks in the chain will meet the same fate. The light warriors pray for help. They plead for someone to strike down their fallen brethren. Those who succumb to the demonic corruption are already beyond salvation. But if they are stopped, it will allow the wardstone to heal and light host to continue its duty. The crystal chisel discovered in the ruins of Kenabres is the ideal weapon for this task. It will cut out the corruption, along with those who have succumbed to it, and restore the wardstone's full power. The eyes of the Aeon, now slumbering peacefully in the hero's soul, awaken. They urge the hero to look upon the wardstone. Through them, the Aeon's eyes wish to see. Hearken to the Red Warrior's words. The Red Warriors speak of pain and lies and disillusionments. Their words reveal the truth of the wardstones. The barrier surrounding the world wound is built on the bondage and suffering of countless angels. Every injury dealt to the wardstone, these angels experience as physical agony. The pain is driving them insane. Deceived by the hollow platitudes about duty and service, they suffer torment day after day for the sake of ungrateful mortals who do not even know their names enough. Enough! Red warriors know that their blades, now turned against their former brethren, hasten the triumph of Disgary and his servants. Once the wardstone has been wholly conquered by corruption, it will become a deadly weapon under the demon's control. Some of the obelisk prisoners beg for freedom, while others pray only for death, but they all agree that this existence is unendurable. The crystal chisel discovered in the ruins of Kenabres is the perfect weapon for the massacre. It cannot force open the door for those who wish to escape. It can destroy the wardstone along with all its prisoners. Willing and unwilling, none will be able to claim victory, but all will be gifted a merciful death that will end their suffering once and for all. Look on the angels with the Aeon's eyes. The eyes of the Aeon pierce through the essence, matter, and time, and reveal the real truth of the wardstones. The stones are just as much a perversion of the whirlwind itself. The demons are not of this plane. But this did not give Iomedae and her herald license to disrupt the balance still further by imprisoning untold numbers of angels in a stone. A crime committed in the name of a good does not offset those committed in the name of evil. It only multiplies the harm done to the cosmic order. Make a decision. There it is. The fate of two angelic hosts, faithful and fallen. The fate of Kenabres, perhaps even all of Mendev, now rests in the hero's hands. How will he proceed? Whatever this crystal chisel may be, its power is great indeed. It can destroy the stone along with all its inhabitants, or it can mend it by killing the ancient defectors within. It cannot do, alas, is free those who wish to escape, and keep the stone intact for those who wish to remain. The Aeon's eyes perceive a solution to the goddess's tinkering, one that will cost no lives, one strike, the crystal chisel at its perfect point, and the stone's magic will be destroyed, and all the angels will go to their rightful place, to heaven, or to the plains of chaos and evil. The remnant of the Aeon's power draws all that is left of the Aeon's existence into the hero, urging him to put things right. But somewhere deep within the hero's soul, the familiar ire sees endless rage, unbridled hatred. What will happen if it is unleashed here at the stone? Wield the stone's magic and return the Celestials to the rightful plane, as the Aeon would have wanted. You do not belong in this world. Go now. The wardstone of the goddess's weapon. The goddess's weapon, used in her violation of the cosmic order. The demon-crafted chisel discovered at the scene of the very same crime. It would only be fair if both instruments ceased to exist in the same moment. One precise strike and the chisel will cut through the stone like a hot knife through butter, nullifying the criminal magic of the inheritor. With cries of terror and amazement, the imprisoned angels got to their rightful places. The faithful to heaven, the fallen to the plains of chaos and evil. The chisel turns to dust. The blinding flash of stone follows it into oblivion. The eyes of the Aeon look on in satisfaction. The Aeon's mission is complete, though it came at a high price. What remains of the Aeon can now rest in peace, knowing that the world is in good hands. And as for the mortal who brought all this to an end, seeing the world through the Aeon's eyes has left its mark on him. The Aeon's orderly worldview, not unlike a shifting grid of coordinates, has been imprinted on his eyes, which will henceforth be able to see truths that often evade ordinary mortals. The Crusaders succeeded. The Angels' battle within the Wardstones has ended, and the threat to the entire chain of stones has been eliminated, of course. This has won no guarantees of safety for the future. What happened here can happen again. The Mendevians can no longer rely on Iomede's gift as they once did. But the danger has passed for now. We know you. We have seen you.
Look at them, Suture. They're rejoicing like children. The storm is coming and none of them sees it.
Shall we add to their festivities, my lady? How about a little lightning to burn their flesh?
Oh no, Suture. We'll leave such frolics to Discari's little gnats. We are here for something else. Something I have greatly anticipated for a long, long time.
I got a weapon off you. And you all carried me in. Oh. The blisteringly vivid memory releases you and you return from the depths of the past to present. You feel a fresh breeze on your face. The energy expelled from the Warstone has blown the roof off the Grey Garrison. The Wardstone's energy suffuses you, and through you flows into your allies.
All my aches and pains, for the first time ever, they're gone.
Must be nice.
What are you doing here? How? I see. Tricks from your pathetic goddess. So even Iomade will resort to dirty tricks when you have her cornered. Don't celebrate yet,
Iomade was
mortal.
not in this.
There's no one to hide you from me now. Look, you're already wounded. Pathetic mortal. I'll have no trouble finishing you off now.
You think so?
You'll die anyway.
Looking down, you notice the wound in your chest has opened up again, and is bleeding as if you were hit by a sword. But there is no pain, all you feel is power filling you. Right before your eyes, the edges of the wound start to join and heal until it fully closes. Minogo's face twists in frustration. The demoness looks formidable with her entourage around her, but her threats ring hollow to you now. You look at her and feel as a titan looking at an ant. Overwhelming, all-conquering power fills you. What, that little demoness? Those irritating hordes of the abyss? The gods themselves are your only equals now. Now you will answer for your crimes.
There is only one law in this world. Strength. And only one crime. Weakness. Be honest. Do you really think you have strength on your side?
I knew a woman who thought the same thing. It never led to anything good.
Your goddess sent you to die. You think that's a victory? All you've done is postpone the deaths of all the other mortals. And not even for very long. But your wait for death is over. You won't see what I'm going to do to your little friends, because I'm going to kill you right now.
Be careful, everyone.
You can, of course, try. $364 out of $394.
Stab their backs.
No glory without risk!
Aim carefully.
$312.
I'll loot your corpse.
I will see to your demise.
Into the fray!
You won't survive me.
Your death.
I feel faint.
Right. Where are you, Nago? I know you're in there somewhere. Incubus. Very well.
Right. Take you!
I require healing.
This is not my time.
We'll take quite a bit of damage, surprisingly. And we're down. Come on.
This was unexpected.
Where's Minago gone now? All the way over there.
Inherit. Just sit here.
Or no.
Don't worry about me.
The hell? Come on!
This is a tale.
Oh, this is bad.
From my mistake. Learn from my mistake. Learn from my mistake.
How many attacks do they have?
This was unexpected.
Alright then.
This was unexpected.
That was ridiculous. It's like everyone was frozen, we couldn't do a thing. Right, we know what we're doing.
Look at them, Suture. They're rejoicing.
I have to say that felt most ridiculous. Now,
Children. The storm is coming and none of them sees it.
Shall we add to their festivities, my lady? How about...
I have to say that felt...
and to burn their flesh?
Oh no, Suture. We'll leave such frolics to Discari's little gnats. We are here for something else. Something I have greatly anticipated for a long, long time.
Right, now, let's get the fight done. And this time, let's see if we can survive. I think it was the procs that knocked us unable to do anything. That was most unfortunate. Now, let's not let that happen again. Wardstone's energy spews you, and through you flows into
What
your
an
allies.
odd sensation.
What?
Yes, 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 yes. We know. Seen this.
There
Answer for
is
your
only
crimes.
You're gone.
Be careful, everyone.
Cover me!
Go!
Where is she? Oh, she's right by me.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Attack!
She's down to 243 already. I don't need stunning. No! Sealer.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Aim carefully.
This is painful.
Stab their backs.
I'll just sit here. Don't worry about me.
This is my chance to run.
Never mind your chance to run. She's over there. We need you healed. That's better.
You won't survive me.
Forwards!
I'll just sit here.
Sealer's actually dead.
I need a moment to recover.
We may do, yes.
I'll loot your corpse. A terrible mistake.
Endure this.
A solid attack.
This is my chance to run! A
mistake.
Was unfortunate.
Yes.
Attack!
I need a moment to recover. Your death awaits. A terrible mistake.
I feel faint.
This is not good.
Learn from my mistake.
Damn it!
This is my chance to run. A terrible mistake.
We're trying.
Well, this
Ah,
glorious.
and I seem to be frozen.
Terrible mistake.
Why am I frozen? No! My healing is done now. And I'm frozen. This is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous.
A terrible mistake. A terrible mistake.
Why is this... No. No, 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 no.
This is not my time yet.
Yeah, that's it. It's done. Because this... There's no way I can survive this.
Learn.
I wish there was a way to save it after the cutscene. And all this nonsense. It's not nonsense, but I don't see why I have to go through it multiple times just to refight. Come on. Come on, get on with it.
Look at them.
Come on.
Oh no, Suture. We'll leave such frolics to
Get on with it, please. this one fails, I'm going to actually buff up before the fight. Camp, buff up, try again. Come on. Yes, what pretty colours. Now, can we get in to the part that matters?
What in the...
What? Oh, look. There.
I knew.
You're gone.
Time to rob them of their treasures.
Stop it!
No glory without risk.
Attack!
Cover me!
You've crossed the wrong line.
Attack!
Into the fray, the inheritors. Guide my blade.
Out of my sight!
You won't survive me.
The light. Take you.
Aim carefully.
I will see your demise.
Stab their backs.
Looks like one pit may have made all the difference.
Aim carefully.
It also looks like that may have been a mistake.
Into the fray.
Forwards!
Oh, for pity's sake, come on.
Adayan.
Endure this!
It may be as long as they have one creature left, they won't actually bring others to bear. Not sure on that, but it looked like that might be it.
No glory without risk.
Learn.
I require healing.
Make every strike count.
Not my time. Go. I feel faint.
Sharp hits!
Don't worry about me.
Let's, heal. It's not exactly a lot of healing, is it?
I require healing.
I know you do. What do you expect me to do about
I'll
it?
loot your corpse. Your death awaits.
I've survived worse.
Yes. I feel faint.
I'll just sit here.
No, that's not
Don't
fair.
worry about me.
I require healing. Learn
Ah.
from my mistake.
Cover me.
Man.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Learn from my mistake.
Terrible worry about me.
You're at 118. Why are you... on you? How many hit points down are you? Oh, levels down are you?
I'll just sit here. Don't worry about me.
You won't survive me.
A terrible
From my mistake.
Don't worry about me.
$88.
Precision and grace.
At last.
How are you doing that? Where
Victory
is
is
your power
ours.
coming from?
I need a moment to recover.
To me!
Staunton, my darling. I knew you'd come back for me.
Shut it! Get over here now. Get behind me. If you want to finish her off, you'll have to step over my dead body first. Killing me won't be a challenge, I know. But I can last long enough to give her time to escape.
The Crusaders were right, you are a traitor.
Maybe you're right, but you won't change your mind either way. So why waste my time trying to convince you? No matter what he does, no matter what he says, Staunton Vane will always be considered a traitor. Well then, Staunton Vane will finally be the traitor you've always wanted.
People are always calling me a monster and a freak. Tell me, how come I've never once considered listening to them and becoming the terrible thing everyone claims I am?
You might have a point. If you'd been hearing those things every day for 70 years straight.
70 years? Whoa. At least I won't live long enough to suffer through anything like that. Lucky me, I suppose.
Enough talking. Monago, cast your spells and get out of here! I'll hold him off! Quickly! Before I change my mind!
No, my sweet, I won't abandon you. We'll leave this place together, and we'll go where we can be happy.
Go! Let me finally... God damn it all! Let's go!
The demon and the traits vanish in a magical haze. You feel the energy thrumming through your body and soul start to fade. It doesn't leave you, it hides somewhere deep down, leaving behind small amounts of incredible energy, as well as the understanding that you will one day master that inconceivably huge energy. I wonder. That will give us sneak attack. Yulan shouldn't be doing that anymore. I want you to carry on being a Drovia now. Ah, there we are. That's more like it. Sealer, our paladin. Except you're not just a paladin, are you? Also a bard and a dragon disciple now. I think she enjoys a bit of a party, so she probably has proper dragon heritage. You, of course. illusion. Or should stick with being an oracle. On your way, brown fur. And then it's time for the mythic levels. So illusions would be dispelled. On the second mythic rank, fix hindering abnormalities in his allies. One ally in close ranges target to key. Distracting shots. Thundering blows. Your mythic power to fuel kineticist abilities. Gather power now reduces the burn cost of Kenabres burn point. Not this time, next time. Second mystery. Good nature. You, my friend, definitely need extra spells. Now, there are 2 rooms I have not touched here. But honestly, I don't believe I might need to. So let us rest. Actually, before we do, you should have what could we give you with best? I'll give you lesser restoration. Give you a couple of those. You're not going to get spells, are you? That's fine. Well, spell use 7 out of 8 per day. Resist energy communal. Good.
Lon, satisfy my curiosity. Has anyone ever mistaken you for an animal?
No. What about you?
That's a good response. Would a human, I would have said, no, has anyone ever mistaken you for a human? I suppose, I'm not sure what the general term for all sentient races is in Pathfinder, but if there is one, well, there probably will be, then substitute that for human, of course, since he's an Asima. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Follow my steps.
You can't seem to go downstairs. Well, very well. I'm not sure what's going on there. It is a glitch, but that's not what I'm going to worry about.
Completed. Let us be careful.
Make way. Warrior Queen coming through with a round for the heroes. Whoa, the heart is packed. And you considered nixing this little shindig, Beth?
I did consider it, and I am still considering it. It hasn't even been a week since the last demon was booted out of Kenabres. And we really should be in a period of mourning for all the city's fallen. But the people deserve to celebrate. And he deserves to be honored. For saving the city, and possibly all of Mendov.
That was one hell of a well, we did it together.
But someone did more than the rest of us. Don't deny your achievements. There will always be plenty of miserable folk only too happy to tear you down.
According to the Watch reports, there has been no demon activity whatsoever outside Kenabres. I get the feeling the fiends are as shocked by what happened as we are. What happened in the garrison, what you did, it was a miracle. I truly believe that the gods remembered us and decided to intervene.
Beth, come on, you agreed. No serious business today.
Alright, I'm done. No more. Who would have thought we'd be celebrating a successful attack on the Grey Garrison, our own fortress, and that we'd blow the roof off the place?
It's simply unforgivable.
Comes a cheerful voice of someone sitting at the far corner of the table.
While we're on the topic of the roof, there's already a rumor going around that you have been blessed by Iomade herself. And it was her power granted to you that destroyed the garrison's walls and roof. And it turns out the people want a little piece of that blessing for themselves. The townsfolk are gathering chunks of the garrison's rubble as souvenirs and talismans. And I'm sure they'll hit the black market soon enough. Oh, yeah. Here, read on this for me. For good luck.
We all need all the luck we can get.
I'll put it on display at home. Or maybe I'll make a hole in it and wear it as a pendant.
Nevi! What are you on about now?
What do you mean? Do you see many people at this table who've been personally blessed by Iomade herself?
Including not me. That was Iomade's weapon, and I destroyed it. I stood against it.
Well, a couple perhaps.
See the mirthful voice that joined in.
Iomade's blessings are not conveyed through stones, and as public officials, we really shouldn't.
Her best looks to the end of the table where the voice originated. Her eyes widen as the words trail off.
I feel a little chastened after what you said about public officials. But I myself have acquired a few pieces of stone and also wish to ask our hero to breathe on them for good luck. So, what now? Are you going to toss me out of this fine establishment?
The woman dressed in unshowy finery. How is it unshowy and finery? Raises her eyebrows.
Your Majesty.
Yes, it is I. I made the journey here to deduct the cost of repairing the garrison roof from your salary. We have not been introduced. Galfrey of Mendev.
Ribbons for your beauty are not exaggerated.
Thank you for the compliment. So, this is what he looks like. The one all Mendev is talking about. News of your deeds reached me even before my messengers could.
Your Majesty, we were just... I'll have them arranged.
Calm yourself, Commander. I deliberately came here without any fanfare because I did not wish to draw attention away from our honored hero here. My personal guard and the force I brought with me are standing watch outside the city. I ordered all your sentries to stand down. They also deserve a break. Every person who tirelessly fought to save Kenabres will enjoy themselves today.
Well said, Your Majesty.
Reinforcements will ensure peace and order.
Now let's get some rest.
Because grand new deeds lie ahead, yes?
Yes, indeed.
Your Majesty, my dear cousin.
Count, I admit I was surprised to learn that you valiantly joined the ranks of the city's defenders. Pleasantly surprised.
I live to please you, my queen. My first thought when Discari cruelly robbed us of noble Terendelev and half of Kenabres' crusaders in one fell swoop was of you, my queen, and of how these events would weigh heavily on you. No one could have foreseen the demon attack, and we have so successfully held the defense here for 4 heroic crusades.
I'm going to drown him in the nearest well this very night.
I value your dedication and your eloquence. I hope you will continue to aid our soldiers.
These two could stick daggers in each other without anybody noticing, even if they were looking directly at them.
Not a chance. You know that I am not made for the front lines. Excellent bash, but alas, I really must go. Important matters to be getting on with. A new shipment of wine from Kionin, and 3 beautiful creatures of the same provenance. But I will most assuredly come to say my farewells before your army departs on its campaign, which, wherever it may lead you, will undoubtedly be crowned with victory.
I shall hold you to that, Count. And now allow me to devote some time to the hero of the evening. I did not come here solely to give you this chance to celebrate. But all serious discussions and official announcements can wait until tomorrow. I have big plans for all of you. Especially for you.
But I want to keep you in suspense for a little while longer, so I shan't say another word. Let us mark this victory. My first toast is to you, the hero of Kenabres. Now, what are we drinking?
And that's that. Kenabres is saved.
The fires of Kenabres have died down. Now the army's path leads to the walls of Dresden, a fallen citadel that the Crusaders have been trying in vain to reclaim for 70 years. The new piece on the board might give their efforts some added momentum.
And now we are moving outside Kenabres, I see. An army on the move. Is that him next to Irabeth, the hero who saved Kenabres?
Rise, warriors. Today is a day of sorrow and pride. Sorrow because we weep for our brothers and sisters who perished in Kenabres. Pride because despite demonic treachery, our heroes repelled the attack and saved the city. I, Queen Golfrey of Mendev, declare this day the first day of the 5th Crusade. And I am
Let's
glad
hope it
to
goes better than the other ones did.
one who will lead the attack on the forces of the Abyss. The hero of Kenabres, Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade. Your leader from now unto victory or death.
Let's leave the death bit off.
And now it's time to rest. Everyone is dismissed.
Everyone return to your orders' camps. You heard the Queen dismissed.
There. The troop review is finished. I'll give you some time to look around the camp, and then I shall expect your presence at headquarters.
Commander, please allow me to join you while you inspect our encampment. These are the Knights of Kenabres, all that's left of the orders that were billeted there. These are the Nerosian recruits. Grand Magret. Oh dear lord. Go away from me, go away from me, go away from me. I don't even want to know. The actors don't even vaguely resemble me. What if I ordered them to throw you out? We'll add this scene to the script. Oh, what a twist. Lead character exiles the actors of his own theatre, but attempts to put on a play about his character. Fine, you can stay. So what about the lead actor? Played by an gnome, a Cyclops actor. Made my decision, you're the director, you do it, and leave me alone. Ah, there you are, the dashing troublemaker you. Darren flashes a self-satisfied smile. Our short acquaintance is coming to an end. Pretty soon you will depart on your crusade, where you'll scrape by on horrible rations, struggle vainly to fall asleep amid snoring soldiers, be rudely awoken in freezing cold, and have to look upon dour-faced and self-righteous prigs, before you finally perish in the maw of some demon. That journey had me too. I've just rented a sailboat in the south. I've also hired an excellent chef and a host of other entertainments. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Darren paused, then suddenly adds in a more serious voice, You know, I'm genuinely sad to see you go. It sounds like mockery, forgive me. I cannot switch up my venom gland on a whim, you see. But you intrigue me. If only we could have spent a little more time together, but of course, Darren glances. Not under these circumstances. Let the Crusaders and the demons have each other. With any luck, they'll take this entire sanctimonious spectacle down with them. You know, I'd love it if you stayed. You intrigue me too. Aaron's eyes light up a little. He's obviously pleased by your attention. Yet he answers in his typical mocking tone. Alas, life is full of disappointments. I must reject your offer. In any case, I intend to wait until the army departs. I do love a good send-off, especially when it is I who is sending someone else who is heading off to meet a dreary and hopeless end. Sometimes it does one good to ruminate on the unfairness of life. Well then, farewell, Commander. I assume I shall be your most precious memory on the most disgusting and exhausting road to the pointless slaughter of battle. Or if not the most precious memory, then at least most stirring. Darren smirks before instantly losing all interest in you. Or at least he pretends to. Right. Back on with the examination. I do like Darren. He's got a sarcastic wit to him that I appreciate. These are fights of the Eagle Watch. I personally chose everyone standing here. And that's Quartermaster. Tell me what you have. Don't need that, or that. Get rid of those. What are these? Why aren't I seeing them there? And now it's time to speak with the Queen. The Queen greets you with a stare. She's dropped the pompous air and with which she just announced the Fifth Crusade. The face of the ruler of Mendef appears calm and thoughtful. She has made a move and now awaits her opponent's reply.
Commander, I'm satisfied with the troop review, but I do not expect they will be sufficient for the task. You will have to prove yourself a shrewd leader and hire the necessary troops with the provided funds. I have chosen a target for your campaign, and that target is Dresden.
Of course.
Our lost outpost within the World Wound. The Sword of Valor was kept there, a banner that was once carried by Iomade herself. Our greatest relic was lost when the city fell. I should make one thing clear from the start. The Sword of Valor is no mere symbol, but a powerful weapon against demons. The holiness of the banner weakens them and robs them of one of their most dangerous abilities, teleportation. A forced march to Dresden awaits you. The Sword of Valor is kept somewhere within the Citadel. The demons probably think it's a hunting trophy. Its recovery is just as important as retaking the city itself. I hope the task is clear. I'm sending 2 specialists to help you, along with the soldiers. A historian, Nura Denduar, and a cleric, Soziel Bainik.
Queen nods to the human man and the young halfling woman standing next to her.
One of the famous inquisitors of the Church of Iomade also wants to talk to you. The Honorable Leota, whom everyone calls Hawkblade.
I do not wish to keep you, Commander. The matter I must discuss with you is extremely important, but it is not directly related to the Crusade. You no doubt wish to meet your new comrades and speak with Her Majesty. Therefore, I shall leave you now. But I ask that you seek me out in the camp at your earliest convenience.
Hi! Listen, it's amazing here. It's like I'm in a ballad. There's knights in shining armor, deadly dangers, glorious feats. We are going to show those demons! I'm so tired of sitting in a library reading books about history. It's time I took part in it!
I'm glad to help our cause, Commander. If you have some time later, I'd like to speak with you further.
You'll have plenty of time to talk. You're the Knight Commander's people now, his trusted advisors and companions. Now then, would you please leave us? Irabeth, you can go too.
When we met at the Defender's House, I never imagined you'd make me the commander of the new crusade.
Some actions may be deemed bold, or even extreme. And beyond those, there are some you might call the Queen's last resort. I am not a simple monarch. I am at war with the Abyss, a war which has lasted over 100 years. I cannot allow myself the luxury of caution. In you, I see a chance, and I am willing to stake everything on it. However, you cannot blame me for putting you in charge of the crusade. I only formalized what had already happened in the hearts and minds of many. People spoke of the power that descended upon you and helped you save the Wardstones from corruption and total destruction. Word of this feat quickly spread far beyond the borders of Mendev. There was no other person who could better fit the role of Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade.
Did you know the souls of angels from heaven are confined in Wardstone?
I had guessed as much. Many angels fought alongside us in the First Crusade. Heaven was unable to mobilize its full might to aid us, but individual Celestials volunteered to fight for our cause. Then one day, they all vanished, saying that they were setting off on an important mission. Not long after, Iomede's herald erected the first Wardstone in Kenabres, and then the others in cities across Mendev. Even back then, I had nagging doubts, but my faith in Iomede easily assuaged them. It is for us to serve the goddess after all, not to question her works.
I'm not sure I agree.
Nevertheless, I am pleased that you solved the mystery of the Wardstone in Kenabres, and were able to save this gift of Iomede.
Save it? We destroyed it.
Worthy of a Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade.
You should know I received an unusual gift in the caves beneath Kenabres. In a vision I saw the death of an angel called Lariel. Somehow, he was able to grant me the ability to reveal the light of heaven.
Lariel. I knew him. He disappeared shortly before the world wound grew, and Dresden fell into the enemy's hands. In the chaos, we had more important concerns than investigating the fate of a single angel. Even one so righteous and beloved as Lariel. And afterward, matters took a turn for the worse. The angels left us to go on this special mission. It is so strange to hear the names I used to hear when I was young, like getting a message from the past. It is sad news, but it brings me back to the times when we strongly believed in our victory, and we rushed headlong toward it without fear. Could it be that such times have come again?
And what are you going to do?
Overlooking a spot of insubordination just at the moment. However, I shall answer you. I shall prepare the defenses at Nerosian and all the other border cities and plan the future of the Fifth Crusade. Does that satisfy your curiosity, Knight Commander?
Somehow I screwed up taking the mythic path. Must have clicked on Angel by mistake. My queen, I'd ask you to remain with us. The Dresden campaign is the hope of the crusade. The blessing of Iomede, that you may be decisive in this battle.
Here, a polite attempt to appeal to the conscience of an old sovereign? I don't know if you realize what you're suggesting. If our enemies in the depths of the wound were to discover that I was with your army, they would immediately send their most vicious demons to attack. They would stop at nothing to be rid of me, and thereby sow chaos across Mendev.
I think in the rush to try and get through the nonsense, in order to refight the losing battle, and turning it into a winning one, I must have clicked on the wrong thing. Frustrating because I had intended this to be an Eon run turning into legend. As I said, the fate of Golarion determined that. Although strictly speaking it only determined legend, so all of the rest of the choices are up to me. But legend, monk, and elf were chosen by random.
But you are right. I shouldn't be sitting it out in the rear. I am a warrior queen, and a queen of warriors. Yet my fighters have forgotten what I look like. Fine. I shall join the crusade, but on my own terms. First, I shall assemble my entourage and lead the parade out of the camp. I shall catch up with you later, along with a few hand-picked bodyguards. We'll change our armor, and I'll become a knight of a minor order and join the troops incognito. Until we approach Dresden, no one should know I am among you. But before we storm the city, I shall show myself to the troops and join the battle. Let it be a surprise for the demons. I hope you won't complain of my company on the road, Commander, since you were the one who insisted upon it. Do you have any other questions?
I have some questions about my mission to retake Dresden.
Of course. I shall answer.
How did the demons manage to conquer Dresden?
That's a good question. Its walls were built by dwarf craftsmen, and the power of the Sword of Valor protected the city. Alas, where raging hordes failed, a single lying tongue was all they needed to succeed. The demoness Minago convinced a young and ambitious crusader named Staunton Vane that the banner belonged on the battlefield. He went on a daring and unapproved raid, and the banner ended up in the enemy's hands. The city fell soon after. Ever since then, for 7 decades, it has served as a citadel for the forces of the Abyss.
Staunton Vane, I saw him on in the Grey Garrison. He defected to the demon's side.
Oh, really? I wasn't informed of this. After Dresden fell because of Staunton, he was nearly sentenced to death. He deserved it. In wartime, men are hanged for far less. But you have no idea what a terrible sight it is. A raging crowd of crusaders baying for blood. Never have my fighters looked so much like the demons we are fighting. I commuted Staunton's sentence and stripped him of his rank. Not just for him, but for my army and my country. We are not Hell Knights. We do not maintain discipline with public executions.
Tough choice, I understand.
Thank you for your support. The longer you live, the more things you do, and the more criticism you endure. Today, many blame me for all manner of reasons, and few try to understand my actions. Your words warm my soul.
What forces are at my disposal?
Everyone we saw today at the parade. First among them, the Eagle Watch, who remain a powerful force thanks to Erebeth's resourcefulness. Also marching with you are several minor knightly orders, as the minor volunteer units like... called. And finally, I have personally selected some recruits from Neurosian. They have little in the way of battle experience, but great determination and a thirst to prove themselves. I've always thought that an army benefits from at least one such unit. These forces, as I said, are not enough for a march on Dresden. You will have to hire additional troops with the funds that have been provided to you. But for a brave commander, and I hope you are one, that is just the beginning. If you retake Dresden, recover the holy power of the Sword of Valor, and gain a foothold in the region, then new armies will join under your banner. The Fifth Crusade is only beginning. Many battles and victories lie ahead.
It's been decades and no one has managed to retake the city. Why do you think we're different?
We have a chance now that we haven't seen in decades. But it's more than that. You created this chance for us by foiling the demons' plans in Kenabres. The army who attacked the city came straight from Dresden. Demon hordes from the Abyss are usually encamped there, but many of them perished on the streets of Kenabres. We must attack swiftly before they can restore their forces. When the city is free and the Sword of Valor appears before our soldiers, they won't be sending in any more reinforcements. Demons cannot teleport into an area protected by the banner of the goddess.
What about long-term goals? Do you know how to get rid of the world wound forever?
Now you are talking like a real knight commander. However, answering your question is not easy. To win this war, we must bar the demon's way. There are a few planar rifts leading to this across the territory we call the world wound. The best specialists we could find have tried to close them on separate occasions, with no success, as you may have guessed. The world wound is more than just a chain of portals to the Abyss. We do not understand its nature yet. The methods of rift closure known to magical science simply do not work here. However, we have a hypothesis, and a rather well-grounded one, that we must begin at the source of the problem, the place where the world wound was opened. The main rift lies through the city of Iz, and the Threshold Fortress, deep in the former lands of Socorus. We have never managed to fight our way so far and gain a foothold to allow the Magus to explore the origins of the World Wound. So, the next step, after you succeed in Dresden, is an offensive push deeper into the World Wound, with the aim of reaching Threshold. The very threshold of the Abyss.
I guess it all depends what the definition of the word is.
Wonderful.
The task is clear.
Splendid. Ah, yes. We have one final matter to attend to. It should be rather enjoyable. Count, there you are. You received my instruction?
I did, though I did not have time to read the thing before I was dragged before your majesty. In truth, I was readying myself to depart.
No matter. I trust you will forgive your sovereign for the rather brusque summons, especially when you learn what prompted it. As you are aware, he has recently been appointed my Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade. I spent a long while pondering whom to appoint to the highly sensitive post of Commander's Field Attaché and Advisor Plenipotentiary without portfolio. Congratulations, Count.
You're trapped, Darren.
It is a great honor, I suppose.
That's a great idea.
I knew you would approve, Commander. I had my doubts about whether you were ready for such a responsibility, Count, but your conduct in Kenabres has put my mind at ease. So, you will travel with the troops to Dresden. Only the commander may remove you from your post. But I trust that you will dutifully fulfill his orders and make a good showing of yourself. Especially since word of your appointment, Count, will reach the court at any moment. All of Mendev's nobility will be following your successes in service to the nation, including all of your devoted admirers. I even heard that one bard with whom you are particularly friendly has already begun composing a ballad to honor your heroic participation in the crusade and your faithful service to the commander here.
Your largesse truly knows no bounds, dear cousin. I am most gratified by the honor you have shown me.
I somehow don't think so.
Then let's get going. May Ayomade help us.
Right, so that's done. Beth, a word in your shell, like. Commander, allow me to say something. Before you, this wasn't a war, it was agony. Gone over several decades. No one believed in victory anymore. Before the demons attacked the city, some, it was a relief. At least the end had come. They laid down their weapons and surrendered without a fight. I felt the same thing, but I somehow got through on stubbornness and the vague hope that if anybody found Anivia's body, she might by some miracle have survived. And that miracle was you. You returned my beloved to me, and I'd almost lost all hope of seeing her alive again. Then you went on a suicide mission to Grey Garrison, and won the city back for us. You turned the defeat into victory. I know it wasn't easy, but you make everything seem so effortless. You do everything just like that, she says, with a snap of her fingers. The Queen believes in your powers too, but for me they are just more proof of what I felt that day I saw Anivia alive, standing next to you. You're the miracle we've been waiting for. You're the one who will finally put an end to this terrible war, and in spite of everything deliver us the victory we so desperately need. With you, I'm sure this crusade will achieve what the others could not. I found a scabbard with your family name on it in the Grey Garrison. Beth looks down. This scabbard held this solemn hour, my family sword. My father once fought with it, and I took it when I left home to become a paladin. Alas, it was not stolen. I parted with my heirloom willingly to help someone dear to me. Anivia needed expensive healing, and having no other way to procure the money, I pawned my father's sword. I think he would have understood. I'm sure he would have given up everything just to help the family. I hoped to redeem the solemn hour eventually, but there was never enough money, and soon the sword disappeared from the pawn shop altogether. I have no idea who took it. Seems like I'll have to part with my father's sword forever. Is any of your sick? You'll forgive me if I don't go into details, it is a private matter. Suffice it to say, everything's fine now. The treatment was costly, but it was worth it. I can see you truly love her. A delicate blush appears on Arabeth's cheek. She nods silently. Arabeth lovingly traced her name imprinted in silver on Scabbard's leather. My parents were loyal servants, yet it wasn't enough to earn the title or coat of arms. Still, however humble our name might be, it is worth something. I don't know if I'll ever see the solemn hour again, but at least I'll have its scabbard back. Thank you. So it turns out the Queen has her head of counterintelligence watching me. I wonder why. I think the Queen doesn't trust you. If that were true, she wouldn't have put you in charge of the army. My main task is to be your advisor until you've gained enough experience as a commander. As for counterintelligence, Anivia and I were tasked to keep an eye on your inner circle. But you're under no suspicion, Commander. You're under our protection. We need reinforcements. Can you get us more soldiers? Arabeth frowns. When we began the march to Dresden, we chose speed over numbers. If I order more volunteers to be recruited, they simply won't arrive in time. We could pay majors to deliver the troops to the camp. Except I doubt that the army's coffers could afford it. If you can spare 7,500 gold, well, there it is. Consider it done. Kenabres has been revealed. It's hard to believe your origin is so humble. You deserve a noble title more than many who inherit them. Arabeth's cheeks blush a little. Thank you, Commander. It's an honor to hear that, especially from you. Every noble family begins somewhere. You must have heard the recent story of the stolen land in the River Kingdoms. Just imagine coming from nowhere and making it all the way to the royal crown in just a few years. Sometimes I wonder what would happen if I managed to distinguish myself somehow. But then I push away such unworthy, selfish thoughts, of course. We don't fight for rewards. The fate of the world is at stake, and yet Arabeth's blush deepens as she falls silent. I have to go. Right, that's her. And the only other one I want to talk to right now, if I can find him anywhere. It's a storyteller. But he may have gone up already. He's not here. Has the bugger left? I had some notes for you, fool. He's run off.
Let us be careful.
He's run off. Well then. He has indeed run off. Alright. A quick discussion before I leave. This run through is known as the Fate of Golarion. Because I let fate decide. I let random fate decide. On the race I would play, Elf. Not something I use that often. On the class I would play, Monk, which I don't tend to play. Of the mythic path I would take, Legend. Now, since it was Monk lawful, I decided that the initial class that would disappear on reaching level 8 would be Aeon, because that's also one I have not played before, since the others were all like that. I thought it was worth doing that. As we just saw when talking to the Queen, it looks like I accidentally didn't click the Aeon one, I must have clicked Angel when doing the fight at the end there. Which means in all likelihood the Aeon is close to me. There are 6 paths that you can start with mythically at level 3. Leech, Aeon, Azata, Angel, Demon, and Trickster. Now, I will be following a romance. What came up there was just whichever random one progresses first, so just let them all progress. And just see who goes furthest. Alicia cannot romance, all the others can. Aeon seems to be closed. That leaves us 4. Azata, Trickster, Angel, and Demon. When we reach level 3, Mythic level 3, I'm going to roll and see what comes up. Unless I'm mistaken and Aeon is available. So for now, I've been Sayorki of the Shire. You've been a fine group of companions, and this has been Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, the Fates of Golarion. Fare thee well.